Pete'sTools.com.
G'day guys, welcome back to Pete's Tools. Pretty exciting day today for Pete here. I brought myself a new plasma cutter. I imported it halfway around the world. I haven't opened the box yet. I'm going to open it on camera so you guys can see if it actually turned up and it was still in one piece. Now you're saying to yourself, what's the big deal ordering something from Amazon? Well guys, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I live in New Zealand and we're about as further away from anywhere as what you can get. So if you want to get something from Amazon, you've got to get it out of the USA, or you've got to get it out of maybe Great Britain, or even Australia is a little bit closer, but sometimes you don't get the choice in Australia as what you guys do in the States. So I imported one from the States. So let's see if it turned up in one piece. Yee-haw! Same as usual guys, if you like my video, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment, come say good day at Pete's Tools if you want, and let's open this box up, eh? Hee-hee! Now you guys in the other parts of the world are quite lucky really, because we live so bloody far away and everything costs so much to get here that you can buy a cheap machine in America or in Great Britain or even in Australia and it's still a cheap machine, but by the time I import it here, like I brought this off Amazon and it's a Pilot Arc plasma cutter. It was the cheapest one I could find because I want to do some videos on if the cheap ones work properly. I paid 198 USD for this. By the time I landed it here and it got to my address, it cost me about 590. So that's the difference. You see, we've got to pay import duty and we've got to pay a whole lot of other stuff as well. Plus we've got to pay international freight charges as well. So, you know, think yourself quite lucky guys, quite fortunate if you happen to live in the USA or the UK or like I say even Australia. Because when you get to where I am, it's about as far away as you're going to get from anywhere. And you got to pay for the privilege guys. Anyway, let's have a look and see if it turned up in one piece. First time I've ever bought a machine off Amazon. For the simple reason why I just said, it's just the shipping cost is just so astronomical. And also guys, once you get it here, if it doesn't work and I've got to send it back, it's going to be a bloody nightmare. So what do we got? We've got a piece of paper. We've got a big box inside another bigger box, and you'd think with international shipping getting chucked around, you'd think they'd put some packaging in here, wouldn't you? So still anyway, that's a different story. So what do we got guys? Got a box inside a box, so I'll see if I can pull this out for you. Yeah. Like Christmas time around here today guys. Right guys, this is what I brought. Oh, they put a sticker on that, but no one can see that on the big box, but anyway. Like I say, this thing travelled, I think it was about 12,000 kilometres or something like that. It might not be that much, but it just seems like a hell of a long way to me. Anyway guys, what do we got? I brought the multi-voltage one guys, because we in New Zealand here we have 220 volts, whereas you guys have got 110. It's a Cut 50 DP, made in China of course. What? It's not made in China these days. So anyway, we'll pull it to bits and see what we've got, and see if it actually is still in one piece. So, open them up and see what we get guys. What I want to do is put this thing through its paces and see if it's actually worth the money. Like I say, you guys get it a lot cheaper than what I will, like I said, but still, you know, 200 bucks is 200 bucks. And you know me, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm as cheap as chips. Some people call me tight, but oh well, you know how it is. It's well packed guys, let me show you. So that's got to be a bonus for getting thrown around on the aeroplane. Then we'll pull that out. I was just concerned that it was going to get all smashed up, because I've had stuff before and it just turns to shit, eh? Yeah, well packaged, I'll give it that. And got a thing here that must be the consumables and the plasma torch and other bits and pieces. So here guys, we've got the machine itself. So this is what I brought guys. It doesn't look too bad, doesn't look like it's been smashed around too much. So let's get into it. Yeehaw! So I'll just rip the bloody plastic off it and we'll have a look at the beast. Now this is the first new plasma cutter I've had in years. So we'll put it through its paces and I'll show you fellas what it does, what it doesn't do, and see if it's worthwhile buying or not. So it's a Cut 50, it's a 50 amp machine. It's Pilot Arc here, as you can see here, Pilot Arc. And what have we got here? Just a standard connection here, guys, so you can swap and change your torches. If you hear me bleating on in my videos about how you should buy a plasma cutter that you can interchange torches with, so that's just what I've done here. So it'll be very interesting to see how this compares to my old Cut 40 machine. So this is my old Cut 40 machine, guys. It's about 10 years old, so it would be really interesting to see if the new one cuts any better than the old one. So far so good, guys. Like I say, I was really thought it might be smashed up, but it's in pretty good nick. So I'm quite happy with that so far. Now let's have a look what we've got in the other box. Alright, what have we got in here, guys? Upside down, of course. So I'll run you through the bits and pieces that I've got with it, guys. We've got an airline here that obviously goes in the back. We've got here, which I'd say will be a water separator. I'll get into another video, guys, on how to set this thing up if you haven't set up a plasma cutter before. So I'll use this machine to do that too. So that'll probably be in our next video, guys. Yeah, we've got the bracket, so it's obviously a water separator. And then we've got the water separator here, guys. It's pretty easy, just bolt it on the back. I'll show you how to do that, like I say, in the next video. What's in there? Yep, there she goes. Like I say, around here, it's early Christmas presents me, guys, because I really love these machines and love playing with them. Love talking shit about them. Oh, yep, that's just a little air gauge there. Cool. Man, it's alright. I mean, from what you can see, it looks alright for friggin' $199 or whatever the hell it was. And like I say, this is the cheapest Pilot Arc one I could find on Amazon. It's got a earth clamp here, which is quite light, quite short, I'd say. But, you know, what do you expect? We can modify that. Oh, look at this, guys. You even get some thread seal tape. And a few connections there that are not much good to me here in New Zealand. And some airline fittings, but these are different to what I normally use, I think, so I might have to change them as well. And you get a couple of sets of consumables there too, by the look of it. Oh, we have this thing here, guys, which is pretty strange to me in New Zealand because we don't use an adapter like this. This, I'd say, for you guys in the USA, if you want to go from 110 volt to 220, because I would say the end of this, yep, here we go. The end of the machine here is set up for 120 or 110. So you plug it in there like that. Yep, fits in there, and then you can go to 220. We're standard 220 here, so I have to modify this a little bit, I think, to get us up and running. But this is ideal for you guys in the States. It saves you a lot of dicking around. And last but not least, we have an AG60P plasma torch. Now the AG60 and the AG60P are almost identical, but the P stands for Pilot Arc. If you can see this torch here, guys, it's the same as my normal AG60 torch that I've been going on and on and on about. And same setup, but like I say, it's got the Pilot Arc wire here. So a lot of people get confused about these AG60 torches. They reckon that they're only Pilot Arc, but they're not. This is an AG60 standard torch. If you have a look on the end here, it's only got the two fittings on it. It doesn't have the Pilot Arc wire, whereas the new one on the machine here is an AG60P, as you can see, and it has the Pilot Arc wire. That's the only difference. Exactly the same fittings here. So guys, that's about it for this little video. I just couldn't wait to show you guys what I got from Amazon. Like I say, it's a big deal for me because we have to import them and pay import duty and do all sorts of crap. Whereas you guys where you live don't have to do any of that extra drama and all that extra cost. Anyway guys, I can't wait to put this thing together and put it through its paces. I'm going to do a few videos comparing this to non-Pilot Arc and some other bits and pieces and just see how this thing actually performs for 199 bucks. And yeah, so you can look forward to them. Same as usual guys, you like my videos, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment, come say good day in the comments below. If you want to buy this machine for yourself, I'll put a link down below to Amazon and you can surely get it a bit quicker and a bit cheaper than what it cost me. Oh yeah, almost forgot guys, if you've got a non-Pilot Arc machine and you want to have a go at converting it to Pilot Arc, have a look at this video up here. I've got a few tips and tricks how to do it. It might not be as complicated as what you think, but have a look, have a bit of a laugh, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Pete'sTools.com